Welcome to the Deadly Addictions channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Predator Badlands. Ooh. All right. Well, this movie I was excited for. I was. All right. So, a little bit of a recap is let's go back to the Predator type remake. I hated it. I don't know what year it was, but it was fucking horrible. Autism, all that shit. Prey, I really liked. It's not a best movie ever, but I like what they did. I love the arc. I kind of enjoy the time period, the whole aesthetic of it, the actress. I thought it was really well done. So I kind of love that movie. Not that it's the best movie ever made, but it is something that I enjoy and I can rewatch it. For me, that's a big thing. Now, Predator Killer of Killers, the animated, and it's like 4 stories that wrap up, or 3 stories that wrap up into one, so 4. I wasn't a big fan of. I only like really one of the stories. I didn't like the premise of taking people from different time periods, cryo freezing them or something, suspended animation, and having hundreds of people they've abducted from Earth, or maybe other planets too, and they choose different time period people, 3 at a time apparently, and do a gladiator thing. Wasn't that big of a fan. I didn't like the way the animation kind of tried to hide a lot of its mistakes and shitty story and fucking bullshit nonsense, which this movie does some of that too, but Killer of Killers was not a rewatchable type great experience for me. So and again, I don't like the idea of, I mean, maybe it's cool if you want to show Dutch and whatever, but they showed the woman from Prey, whatever her name is. Anyway, so it's that thing at the end where it's like, oh, we could have any of the former actors or whatever, and even have them only come in and do voice stuff and do future animations with them. I'm kind of okay with that, but it didn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well with me. But I get it. Arnold's old, we've got a lot of actors that maybe can't go on the screen and do some great action stuff. Although you could have had some great cameos of a cigar smoking Dutch, and that's always tried to happen, and it's never been possible. Busy, need more money, that type of thing. But I don't look at a lot of preview stuff, any of the trailers and stuff, although things do catch my eye from time to time. It's just part of the business. You go in, you look around, or you're doing stuff. And to wrap up my recap, not a big fan of the Predator kind of thing with the autism. Hated it. Really liked and loved Prey. Don't like Killer of Killers too much. And Predator Badlands being directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who is kind of like ushering in the new age of Predator. You like Prey. I'm not too happy with Killer of Killers, but okay. So not seeing much. When I first got excited to watch this movie, one thought did occur to me. And I said, oh, the trailer preview images I'm seeing must be pre-visualization. Like, they're not finished. There was something off-putting about it. Now, granted, when you get into the movie, there's a bit of an excuse. But this movie opens up, and the first 10 minutes, I'm kind of iffy. I don't like the way they made him look, the Predator, or our main Predator. Kind of liked his brother, but they do explain that he's a runt, he's deformed, or he's whatever, and he's not what you see as the prime example of a Predator. They also do a Predator is no friend, Prey to none, that type thing. And okay, you're putting your own stamp on this. This is going to be, for lack of a better word, a Dan Trachtenberg, fueled arc story with his own impressions of what their code is and stuff. But as the first 10 minutes open up, I'm not happy with the way it looks visually, and I would have rather have had a more standard upfront fight with more technical skill than jumping around, spinning around, quick cuts, and laser fucking swords, which is something that really irritated me by the end of the movie. But we get the opening, and the gist is this runt is trying to prove himself. Deck, yeah, good one. And his brother's like, well, we got to do this. You should really not go after this creature. No, it's what I want. I'm calling my right to do whatever the fuck I want. And the brother seems okay with it, but then the father shows up. Now, mind you, this, when it opens, the brothers fight. And you can see where the brother, the older brother, the bigger brother, the more prime example of a predator, I get it, cares about his brother, but the father shows up after the fight, and apparently the brother was supposed to kill his little deformed brother, but he didn't. And when the father insists on it, he throws out this laser net, which is fucking stupid. Sorry. And the brother goes to kill him, but cuts the laser grid net thing and fights the father. Uses the laser fucking rope thing to yank the brother back, the runt brother, into his ship. Sets it on course to that planet Jenna with his creature that everybody's afraid of, even the father. But the runt brother, Deck, has got to watch his brother get killed by his father. And right away, I'm like, I get it. Okay, fine. I'm not really happy with the way they made the visuals look. But, look, plenty of clans out there. You can even say plenty of code of honor or what's, what one nation or what one clan could do. So it's like, okay, the first 10 minutes, and the visuals, what they're going for, not impressed with, not happy with that cut fighting. And then on top of these swords that have like laser edges and stuff, they throw out this circle device and it creates like a triangle laser grid that binds. And I was like, you know what? I don't like it. Brother gets killed, but the runt is sent off on the ship to a planet with the most formidable beast ever on it. And that's really your catalyst for the movie, how it starts. So I can be on board right now. I could have been wrapped up in a real fun, great adventure. However, I wasn't. And that's a real problem for me with this movie. So he crashes on a planet, a hostile planet. The fucking environment's fucking with him, plants and animals. And then he hears this fucking voice, right? Again, I didn't see previews and trailers. I really kind of didn't totally know what was going on, but I had an idea of somewhere in the future, and synthetics are in, you can't miss that. But they get this actress playing this fucking role, and holy shit, they should have just told her to shut the fuck up, cut some of her lines out. I don't see the enjoyment in this for that much. But her name is Ellie Fanning. Deck is played by Demetrius Schulster Kolomontanji. And whatever, the brother, there's really no one in the movie. It's all CGI stuff. But you get introduced to this, from what you know, is a synthetic caught in some trap, telling him she could help him. This fucking flying creature uses the fauna, the plant life. Okay, real smart, real clever. And Deck's he's getting paralyzed. And she's trying to tell him to free her, that she can help him. She knows the antidote. He takes one of these batarang things and Before he becomes totally paralyzed, she gets freed. Now, you don't know yet, but you get it. It's half a body. But when the flying pterodactyl monster creature comes to kill him, because that's what it does, it sets off the plants, injects him, paralyzes him, then it comes down and eats him, or it's supposed to. As it's swooping down to eat him, you see this quick blur, and the thing gets decimated. And it's the half synthetic body with the batarang thing in her hand. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, right away. Okay, we know, obviously where it goes to me sucks, but you have this predator's run trying to, show his worth in this community of predators, his family. Watches his brother get killed, goes to this planet, this creature, terrifying pterodactyl flying monster is about to eat him, and this half woman synthetic, no lower half, she's cut down at the waist, spine sort of sticking out. She kills the thing, she's like, oh, hello. And from there, I'm like, fuck off. It's one thing to show synthetics in different lights, of course, alien fucking Earth. It's the latest fucking thing that they're gonna, pull. They're superhuman, can do insane things, but I don't like it. It didn't sit well with me. And then it's this buddy thing. She convinces him she could be a tool that he can use. It won't fuck with his code, so he takes her with him, and here's your fun buddy cop type movie. First off, I'm not impressed, nor was I did I really care about Deck. Once I saw the opening, the way they're making him look, I get it, it's your vision, fine, but it didn't sit well with me. I don't really care about my brother was killed by my father, who thinks I'm a runt. But you could have gotten me. I could have been there for a tightly dark, brooding story. But they add in this half synthetic who won't shut the fuck up and is constantly talking. Get it. She'll be what humanizes this fucking predator, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't working for me, especially when they start this fucking banter shit. And if you're gonna do a universal translator fucking nonsense, and because it comes up like at the end again in a stupid way that it should have been just easy to find out. But later in the movie, they're talking one of the synthetics. It's horrible bullshit, because you find out that this half robot synthetic Thea has a twin sister type android, Thea, I think. They're given more sensitivity, which is more in touch with human emotions, so they can be better at their animal predator studies. And there's a group of them, and there's like 5 or 6 carbon copy of this one fucking android. But later they're like, while you're talking in this language, do you have a universal translator? You know exactly what the fuck they're saying. But maybe only the special versions have whatever, who gives a fuck? Because I'm sort of annoyed at this point in the movie. I don't want this fucking humanizing of a deformed, in my opinion, stupid looking predator when he's walking around. I don't care about the actor. Oh, okay, we had to get an actor this certain height, this certain build, because he's not the prime example of a predator. That's fine, but you gotta make it look better for me. It just didn't look right. It almost looked like a guy on a bad Halloween bender, bobbing around with his head a little too big for his body. Like, it just doesn't gel well for me. But again, if it was just these silly premises that I would nitpick and go, hey, but they told a good story here, I was riveted. Oh, fine, but it's not. It's this insistent, goofy silliness. Okay, and it's one thing again. you have your vision, what you want to do, you want to tell a story, fun story, but then you bring in elements that just, uh, let's just try to fit it in a little better. So yeah, shoulder cannon, we all know that. The plasma cannon, with the three dots. You don't get that exactly. What you get is this fucking sword that is like plasma edged or something, and it could be whipped out, and it's just stupid. And a fucking laser bow. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He pulls back on this little center, it looks like a plastic knob or whatever, and he pulls back, and like lasers come out and become this bowstring and the arrow. And like, what is it fucking doing? Shooting out heated plasma? And can your sword really cut through a fucking huge elephant rhinoceros plated beast so you can get a cool shot? And you cut vines and things, and it leaves this, it almost looks like when you cut something, this Hawaiian punch gets fucking sprayed all over. But I get it, it's the plasma heat. Yet this weapon can be tossed. And I mean tossed, not fully thrown. It doesn't look like it. And cut a fucking elephant-sized rhinoceros dinosaur monster in half where he can push it. It's just fucking stop it. I don't want stupid shit. I'd rather have a really, well, they do it later where he's like the Arnold, where he's using the environment and he's getting ready to go to battle. But no, let's show all the technology and his technique type thing. I guess if I'm going to cover my ass, there's some method to him landing, grabbing his stuff and trying to use it because he has equipment. But later in the movie, it's all fucked over. This is a beast like the father was afraid of. No one hunts it. According to the synthetic, you'd be the first one to ever beat it. Anyway, I'm not impressed. I don't like this this whole, let's put this humor in with this nonstop blah 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 chick fucking talking, humanizing this fucking predator, whatever. And then they add a fucking cute little monster. Like, are we really gonna have Grogu and all fucking plushy toy type things and Jurassic fucking World rebirth nonsense? You gotta just fucking cuddly looking goofy thing, which is obviously in this movie really strong and can be terrifying type thing. And twist, oh shit, it's the baby of the main monster they want to kill, or he has to kill for his trophy. I fucking hated it. I didn't want to see it. Now I know now, I get my wiki up and stuff. Yes, Disney. I just don't agree with it. I don't like the direction. Why turn Predator into this fucking almost slapstick, silly romp? I don't know. I didn't get that much enjoyment out of it. I can't even pick out some things that I kind of liked in the movie. Maybe some of the visuals. Was kind of scratching my head with some of the music, but it wasn't off-putting in that sense, but it didn't really help or add, and once in a while it hindered. And if I'm gonna really get invested and get taken away on a movie, even if it's a bad movie that I love, you find value, and afterwards you're like, there are moments and you're gonna really rewatch them and get a feel for what you didn't know what was going to happen, and it happened. This movie just feels so cookie cutter. Let's get you in the feels, but I don't think it should be. Cut all this bullshit out and have this dark, brooding story of this runt. Granted, even if I didn't like the way they made him look, or didn't like laser swords and fucking laser bows, even if I didn't, you could still enjoy it. You could still love the movie, or I could. But instead of going down that path, the more darker, brooding path, they inject this fucking half cyborg body woman, and it just fucking takes me out of the movie. I didn't care. I don't care about the Weyland-Yutani connection, which could obviously just, be their opening bid into an Aliens vs. Predator that's more like the comic adaptation, where it's just another planet, predators getting ready to train, aliens get loose, and there's like a female woman who comes out on top, and it's a long story, but she becomes one of the predators. Anyway, don't like it. I don't want it. Didn't want to see it, and then I got to see this fucking small baby version of a big monster, big eyes, and they got to do fucking comedy routines. I was so not into it. I don't care. And then at one point, I'm like, end this movie, please. And then it just keeps going because you got to find out more about the synthetic and her fucking sister, fucking Thea version. The half one is a bookworm, stay in the base, studier person. The sister was the one that went out, but the first time she brings her out, she gets decimated by this monster, this fucking who gives a fuck. And then it starts to show the sister getting repaired and her group still being active. And the two-prong goal would be for the predator deck, the deformed runt, to help the half synthetic chick get her legs back. At the same time, she'll guide him to the monster where he needs the trophy to show his worth. But now it's a little weirder because it's like, you know what? Well, I just want to go back and kill my father, but I have to have a trophy of some kind. Okay, whatever. But there's the sister Thea, who's more calculated and uncaring. Now, good and the bad. As annoying as this fucking synthetic is, I get where they're going with it, with the buddy cop, let me humanize you and teach you the ways, half body synthetic. But when you show the cold, calculated version, I totally didn't buy it. I felt the actress it was just fucking not good. So there you go, another thing you want to add on to this. And you're like, okay, you could have had this fucking pretty good movie that I could have excused some of the shit, but no, you've got this insanely beautiful, crazy planet. If I'm going to give that credit, oh no, we got a predator in there looking to, make a name for himself, get his trophy. But we've got to show him the human ways. We got to fucking blah, 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 our way through the whole fucking movie. Didn't like it. Cute little baby monster. Fuck off. And then they got to have that bond between the creature and the fucking predator because it spits on him and there's so much bullshit with the fucking android saying, oh, it marked you, wants you to be one of its clan. And for a chick who studies the predatory animals and, according to her, specializes in predators, she doesn't seem to know too much shit. But that's script and bullshit, whatever. And she could just be playing it safe and whatever, because when she gets to the place to get her legs back, she has to tell Deck that she had to inform her sister they're on their way here because they're after the cursed crazy creature themselves, and you gotta leave now. He's upset, wah, wah, wah. Just stupid. I don't like it. Didn't feel it felt right. Again, my brain was just showing me what could be a dark, brooding story. You just watched his brother die. Oh, she's like, you're grieving. Like, it just, and then he throws a tantrum again. It doesn't look right with me. His body, the way they put the makeup on. Okay, I get it. He's deformed, a runt. But shit goes off. She's trying to get her fucking legs back. And this is when you put the nail in the coffin for me, because I'm already like, just fucking end this. Just fucking end it. Get me to the end. Let me see your trailer bait shit for the next one. And let this just be an experience that's just done with. But there's a point in this fucking movie where Thea, the half android thing, is trying to get her lower half reattached because they find it in some fucking battlefield. All right, so there is a point where when it's revealed, the predator says, fuck you, I'm going to kill this creature, get my trophy. And the sister's like coming on the scene. All right, I know I'm getting a little mixed, but I don't want to skip this. The predator takes on the creature and is doing real good against it. His fucking blade is magic. It's just lightsaber to the nth degree. And he clearly cuts its head off when he shouldn't be able to. But okay, he can control the plasma ejection from the fucking thing and make it like... They don't show it, but it just looks wrong. Again, this is the problem when you start bringing in shit that is way too much. I know it was Predator was made in the 80s and then the 90s, and I can't believe I fucking want to watch Aliens vs. Predator, which I like. That first one, the Requiem's fucking garbage, but that's one of the best Predators who comes and tries to take them out and cover up the evidence. If I'm giving any credit to anything. But this movie then turns the creature into a regenerative monster. Its head grows back. It's just as fucking stupid. Or it reattaches. But then the sister, Thea, who recovered the fucking Predator ship or the crash site. And that was another thing. In the beginning of the movie, the ship crashes, but then he's just in this little pod thing. It's fucking stupid. He crashes it, blah, blah, blah. She finds it later in the movie. She grabs some stuff from it. They show like a freeze grenade. And there you go. A fucking huge, unkillable, regenerative monster gets frozen by these fucking device grenade bombs that make you glow a phosphorus red, but that really cool you and freeze you. And I don't, you know what, whatever. Fine, let's capture our guys. Is the movie over yet? Is the fucking movie over yet? I'm done listening to her yap. Just fucking trying to make a predator human, giving him these values, I guess. Stupid shit, dumb baby creatures. I'm fucking done with it. Bring the sister in, her team, they're captured. And this is how we somewhat get to the nail in the coffin for me. This half-android woman talker uses her lower body to do action scenes. Now, you might say to yourself, well, hold on a second. Even if you have a lower half that's just two legs and barely the waist, that, yeah, cake could fuck up some humans and, you know, kick through your chest or some bullshit. But no, remember, you're fighting a team of synthetics with full body and weapons. Fuck off. It is so stupid. And granted, when I read these fucking things, I go to do my podcast and I go to my IBMD and whatever the fucking wikis, sometimes I'm just blown away. Blown away. One of the fucking quotes from somebody is, director Dan Trachtenberg continues to take the Predator franchise in exciting new directions. No, sorry. You know, I can take a old TV show, take Starsky and Hutch and give them laser weapons and stuff and make them travel to new planets and New San Francisco. Like, yeah, okay, I can take them in new directions. It's fucking stupid. So fuck off. And then, like, it's just one of these fucking people like, oh my God, what a fucking scene with the leg, just praising the scene. It's fucking stupid. Go fuck yourself. It's just, I want this movie over. I'm so not interested. I so don't give a fuck about any progress in this movie at all. And I sometimes talk about this. For me, it's also the compounding of bullshit. If I start getting this feeling and I'm still really there, I love Predator. I love this fucking idea of it, everything. I could have been with the premise of a brother trying to make his name, prove himself. The brother's ordered to kill him in their society. The father shows up, kills the older brother protecting him, and he gets sent to this planet. He's got to do his thing anyway, get his trophy, come back, because he insists on his fucking cloak. Again, you want to be silly and stupid. I don't want to see a little glowing ball eject from a severed arm and it goes into your device and then you're invisible. But if we're going to keep the old Predator, the Autism Predator movie, shouldn't it be a pretty decent sized metal ball? Again, I don't give a fuck. I don't. But I do care when I'm watching this movie. I'm trying to be immersed. I'm trying to have a good time. It's just Predator on an insanely savage planet. Fucking trials and tribulations and revenge arc. He killed my brother. He was my father. This is the culture I'm in. No, let's inject a half-synthetic fucking yapping synthetic robot to teach him all the ways. Let's throw in a stupid fucking dinosaur, baby creature, monster. Then let's get to the end and have this really fucking dumb fucking scene of a lower half of a synthetic body doing action scenes and kicking ass. Fuck off. And it gets a little weirder because at some point they get out because the Predator is captured and the sister is still half her fucking body and knocking things around, and you're gonna get them to talk, and the synthetic's like, why are you talking to me this language? And I think she like tries to bluff and says, well, oh, my sister said to find out how these weapons work, because the sister gets the fucking laser cannon on her shoulder. Like, just fuck off. Predator gets loose. He's got to do the Arnold and use the environment. Again, could have been a good scene. Could have meshed well with him coming to terms with him being a runt, deformed, but being really good and growing and understanding. No, it's just fucking nonsense. But he gets loose and does his thing, and I think the purpose of this fucking mother program, which speaks now, another big fucking mistake. You don't want to hear a fucking female mother voice, but although it did work in Resurrection when Cole is like over the intercom, she interfaces with everything, but that's a reason for that. Anyway, blah blah blah, stupid shit, not interested. Get this movie over. But no, the shit hits the fan because their mission is kind of complete, that they've got this frozen regenerative big monster, and to figure this all out, they get the monster free. Now I should say, but I did give it away in the beginning, that this little baby monster marked him. So before his sister shows up and he thinks he kills the creature gets the best of him. And the monster's like going to kill him and eat him, but smells him. And I thought it was just stupid because, you know, you're trying to like the movie, and the half android chick goes, when she first meets the baby, she's like, I've never seen you. You've been on the planet for 2 years. You're a specialist or whatever. But when it marks him, you don't put together that it's the baby, but fine, she's surprised that the baby, it's the monster's baby. So the fucking end of the movie, you gotta let the monster loose. And then they put this sister in this big fucking exoskeleton robot thing. And you just, okay, great. There are people who are gonna like this. I find it just stupid, bland, boring. Nothing. Once I don't give a fuck about shit, I don't get it. And even Prey, like a different beast monster, looks deformed or different, you can make it work. It just, the weapons and everything you can upgrade, kind of, shine up some things with the effects and stuff. I get it, but laser this, laser that, lightsaber, sword, shit. Don't buy it. And then you want to put this fucking big, it's the size of a building. And I don't care. And the movie won't end. Set the monster loose. It helps the predator beat the rock'em sock'em big building size robot thing she's sitting in. And it looks stupid. The mean sister android's in this fucking centerpiece like Ripley was, but it's the size of a building. It's fucking stupid. The monster kills everything. They win. No, the movie won't fucking end. It just won't end. And the sister's all damaged and stuff. I don't give a fuck. End, please. Somehow, yeah, they win. Who gives a shit? Because I'm so fucking annoyed. I'm so over this shit. Oh, let's go back to my father with this fucking crew. Fuck off. Let me go back to my father, present the android skull. Haha, get it? Like, I'm not going to show you the big beast because that's the mama who eventually was really killed, but you don't really know. Because if the pieces come back together, it just regenerates, right? Who knows? I don't know. But the baby's really big now, so it's got to be some time. Let's fight the father. Let's show this. I'm the tough one. Yeah, I get ready to win. I'm doing good. I want my cloak. Yeah, okay, whatever. Oh, let's have what was a cute little baby monster now like a teenage monster, maybe the size of like a lion or cow, like, pretty big, but it's massive. And oh no, let's bite the head off the father. And then like a ship shows up and there's the three of them, the fucking deck runt predator, the fucking talk too much synthetic chick bullshit, and the baby monster, whatever the fuck it is. And the ship shows up with other people. She's like, oh, these are friends of yours? He's like, oh, my mother. Fuck, I just don't give a fuck. You took this bullshit to a new degree. Granted, fine, it's your vision. I don't think this is going to sit well with a lot of people. Yes, it's probably going to be a little more fun and hand waving, bullshit like I would do to a movie that I love that really isn't that good, but I admit it. Better than like The Predator with the autism bullshit. That's just a bad movie, and the movie's edited and fucked up, and cutting scenes, deciding to do things in the day or the night. There's a lot of bullshit with that movie, and I would have loved to see Newt and shit come out of that movie at the end, and the pods do some time traveling shit. So they did have some ideas. Yeah, that's something about that movie, by the way. Anyway, I don't want to see CGI Arnold and them fighting, but I get where they were going with that. Or Nehru, whatever the fuck her name is, from Prey. I don't think they'll bring that to the live action. I think they're going to go for Predator versus Aliens eventually. But I don't think this is a good start. For me, I think it's bullshit. Is this one of those movies that could do well and reinvigorate the franchise? Maybe. I think Alien Romulus kind of did that for Alien, but I didn't enjoy it that much. Although I think it has more going for it than this movie. I didn't get shitty fucking humanizations of the alien like in Alien Earth, for fuck's sake. But I got too many callbacks, and, the guy loves the original movies. I just think he went too far with Romulus. I think it's better than this for the representation of a new direction, sure. I do have disagreements with things, where they place it in time. This one just says, don't worry, who gives a fuck? Weyland Yutani's on this planet for 2 years. trying to get this creature because it has a bioweapons regenerative factor, whatever the fuck. But they made a mistake trying to get the creature. She's cut in half. The predator shows up trying to get the creature. Nonsense, bullshit, not fun for me. Garbage. I'm just going to be honest. By the time I get to the end of this movie and I want it to desperately end, more things just keep fucking annoying me. I'm so fucking annoyed and disinterested and disappointed that I don't want to see the legs start doing action scenes. Like, fuck off. I get so fucking mad sometimes. Like, you had a fucking dark brooding movie that could have been pretty excellent. I could have forgive all the shit that's annoying me that should be just nitpicks. All right, Joe, you didn't like the way you look. There's hundreds of the designs over the years, and most of them are amazing. But, Joe, you got to have these people in the forefront. They got to be action. They got to be characters now. Fine. Give me a good movie. Give me something I want to enjoy and get interested in. Not this fucking slapstick humanizing bullshit. I don't care. I don't want to see that. How many people are pissed at Alien Earth with the pet xenomorph now? Like, where are we going? I don't want to see it. I don't want to see fucking fun, bubbly, cutie monsters. And if you do, kill them in like fucking minutes. Give me some stakes. Give me some, desperate acts and dark fucking turns here and there. You can still do that and have fun with a movie. I mean, I know it's not the same, but like when you get like the Lethal Weapons or Midnight Run, right? You can do comedy with a dry humor and a black comedy type thing. You could have made poignant decisions to humanize a predator, I guess, a Yautja, whatever the fuck. It just could have been done better, not wrapped in this bullshit. I don't need great CGI scenes and flips and jump cuts everywhere. I don't need dumb talking, won't stop fucking yapping synthetics trying to, paint the predator and show him different ways. Or maybe do it better, I guess. Monster bonding. This is so much bullshit in there. If maybe elements could have been lifted and stuff. Like, for real, if you're going to do what you did, cut the sister out and that whole team. Just cut it the fuck out. Give me some more dark planning to take a creature out, but no, because now the creature that you're going for, which obviously could be taken out with a couple of grenades, cryo grenades. I'm sure the father was terrified when the cryo grenades came from the brother's ship or whatever. You could have just done that in a different way, but you wanted to make this as a friend, and you friended the fucking baby, and now it's gonna help you at the end. I don't find it exciting. I don't find it interesting. Cut that whole sister shit out, the whole fucking nonsense, and okay, try to make it, the Sin story blended with the Predator Runt story, showing different points of view, different ways of looking at things. She tells him in this movie about wolves on Earth, and you're like, oh wow, that's kind of interesting, but it's not. It's fucking not. It almost doesn't make sense in the movie. Like, I know that's weird, but again, maybe it's just my brain going, enough. I want this over. I want to be done with this. So I'm not interested in anything that this will spawn. And by the way, my thumbnail shows him with the laser bow, stupid, and his mask. It's bullshit. He never wears a fucking mask, and when he does, it looks dumb. It looks like their version of like a Hannibal Lecter metal mask for a predator. So again, I'm not happy with the whole aesthetic, the whole feeling of what the predator looks like, but I try to get it. But once you start adding all this fucking nonsense, this is not a fun movie for me. I don't care about where it goes, what's coming next in this particular storyline or arc. I could care less. And that's not a good thing for me. But is there a part of me that sees this as people are going to enjoy it and have fun? Yes. I could definitely see that. Without a doubt. You love the movie. You love the movie. Who gives a fuck? No one's going to should tell you otherwise. But for me, this is a miss. A big fucking miss. And you can do this better. You can do, oh, I'm going to tie half your body up to my back facing the other way. What is it, the Chewbacca C-3PO when he's carrying him around? I mean, you can have these moments in a movie, but make it more darker, brooding. But this seems to be like a fucking fresh thing they're trying to do with, I guess, Disney. Is this the fear that lots of people have? Because I usually I didn't look at any of the previews or reviews or anything yet. Once my thing is uploaded, if I'm interested, I'll take time and look around. So I don't know yet what the gist is for people's opinions about this movie yet. But I'm going to see it as a failure. I don't think it'll reinvigorate the franchise. However, I can see people enjoying it doing somewhat well, like Alien Romulus. But I think that's all bullshit. I think they all go away with no lasting power, just hype. And yeah, you could say Prey got hyped, but it's so much better than what we got. It was such a breath of fresh air with things that don't keep compounding and fucking annoying me. I enjoy the character, the actress, the performance, the setting, the story, even with its flaws. These flaws in this movie are just opened up and thrown in your face, and they don't care. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, but it doesn't work for me. Oh man, this is a weird one too. To also, like, I wouldn't recommend this movie, but if I know a certain type of person, you know, yeah, I tell them, yeah, you'll have fun with the movie. You're just gonna chuckle, laugh. You just hand wave a couple things around, and you'll be okay. But for me, it didn't work. Predator Badlands is for me, a failure. It not only just disappointed me, it frustrated me, annoyed me, got me angry at points. I don't want to see this. I kept seeing it, and they kept just blowing it out in new ways to just annoy me throughout this fucking movie. It wasn't for me. But again, who the fuck knows? People are gonna like it or not. I would be surprised if this is like 500 million. Oh my god, no, whatever. I will be surprised. I don't know what the budget is. He looks stupid. Some of the things look good here and there. But I don't think it's going to be I don't care about the bullshit with it's the highest performing since Aliens Predator. No, fuck off. Stop. You can do that with fucking anything these days. Anyway, I think that'll be it. Predator Badlands, not for me. Not interested. Don't care. You pissed me off. You actually frustrated me. It made me really want this movie to end really badly. And I don't know, off the top of my head, how long is this fucking movie? 107 minutes, so I don't know, it felt longer. I felt like it wouldn't end. The torture was just fucking keep sticking me with these fucking needles and dropping water on me. Like, whatever you did to me, stop it. So, not interested, not recommended really. For a select few, sure. And I guess that's it. All right, so I hope everybody's doing well. Happy holiday season. My best to you and yours. Take care.